This is long overdue. Years ago, I put out a list of the best players in backyard baseball, which honored the best of the original 1997 game. This video will do the same for the highly regarded sequel. There were notably 3 intense upgrades to this 2001 variation. There are now twice as many players as each MLB team of the time was given a representative in the game. You can now play on a variety of ball fields in season mode, and finally, you can no longer control your runners on fly balls in force-out situations. Instead, they will meander recklessly towards their impending demise. Hooray! Let's get to the list.
Barry Larkin leads off,
And it's time to hop on that merry-go-round for another ride.
nobody out.
I'm going to take this pitcher to school.
With all the extra players added, there was a lot of competition to grab a spot on the list, with 6 pro shortstops among these, all vying for recognition. But it's Cincinnati's stud who secures top 10 honors. His best asset is his speed, having the 5th highest in the game. While still capable of going yard, his comparably modest power keeps him from rising further up the list. The Gold Glove defense is another obvious boost to his value. There's a reason why primary childhood ball glove sported his signature. Barry Larkin's sensational fundamentals carry him to number 10.
The wing smack one into right center field. That ball is out of here, and there is nothing left but a vapor trail. Keisha Phillips turn it back.
Here's Keisha, previously ranked 5th. Her high-level power and speed are as reliable an asset as ever, but now that there are twice as many players in the game, the competition is fierce. Once the player adapts to the hitch in her swing, she's a terror in the box. However, compared to those further up the list, she slugged a little bit lighter in my testing. In the field, her size vacuums up anything nearby as if she has her own gravity. Even though she's a plus arm and her player card designates her as an outfielder, I've always played her at first, since childhood, to give my infielders an easy target. Keisha Phillips floats like a butterfly to her spot at number 9.
A swing, belted it.
Wow.
Lick a stamp and slap it on that puppy, cause that ball is out of here. Kenny Lofton comes to bat.
I gave this kid some pointers in batting practice. Let's see if it pays off.
Runner on first, no out.
Better not walk me.
Another Gold Glover, Mr. Lofton, boasts similar hitting prowess to Larkin's bat, having a touch more loft in his swing, provides a slight boon to his slugging prowess. His player card claims he's the fastest in the game, but he actually comes in second to a certain player of an eerily similar body structure. While his bat is a strength, he's a bit more prone to whiffing than most of his fellow top players, and the contact can sometimes be off-center, in which case he has to fall back on his speed. Kenny Lofton steals his way to number 8.
Slides in. Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate.
Should I hit this one over the right field fence or the left one?
Each MLB team had one representative added to this iteration of backyard baseball with one exception. The Reds got 2, and they both just happened to be top 10 players. I'm not complaining. Junior is a perfect addition. He particularly shines because of his maxed out power, one of the 5 players to boast this trait. His contact is a bit lower than some others, so the ball doesn't quite go out for him as much, but his speed is solid, as is his defense, so he 110% earns his spot on the list. If you put him on the mound, don't worry about the glaring red eyes. He's fine. We think he's fine. Ken Griffey Jr. smashes his way to number 7.
And rolled one deep to right field. This isn't just any old home run. We've got ourselves a grand slam. Pete Wheeler steps in. 1 out.
What am I supposed to do again?
Wheelie again makes the list on the back of his maxed out speed, the only player to have it. Last time it carried him to 3rd in the game. Now that number has been doubled, as has the roster of players. Pete's still a big fish though, putting his lightning speed alongside impressive power and notable defensive contributions. However, he's never been the brightest light in the aquarium, and his eye at the plate testifies to that. The choice to swing is going to come down to player skill. In the right hands, Pete's a deadly weapon. Pete Wheeler zooms his way to number 6.
Hung on. A long one and deep.
Get on your horse.
Goodbye, baseball! Barry Bonds is back.
This kid's got baseball in his blood, Sonny.
1 out.
This one's gone. You watch.
This game released just before the record-breaking 73 home run season by Bonds, so he's a svelte, limber gentleman in this title. It may be for the better as well, because he boasts impressive speed, 4th best in the game. His hitting is slightly more powerful and much more precise than Pete's, and he has a cannon in the field, so with that cornucopia of excellence, he deserves a top 5 spot. He really has no weaknesses, maybe the best example of a 5-tool guy on the bleachers. He's just edged out by the excessive talent in those yet to come. Barry Bonds cruises to number 5.
Hell yeah. I like candy. Everybody likes candy.
Way to
That's
go,
why
kid.
Halloween is such a popular holiday.
Oops, that's not graceful. It's not looking good for him. Into second with a standing double. He scores!
Good hustle. These kids are...
Amir Khan walks up to the plate.
I'm gonna smack this one.
Did you really think he wouldn't be here? Amir Khan is, and ever will be, among the greats of the backyard game. True, this does come with the caveat of his brother being on the same roster, but to the manager willing to make such a sacrifice, there's going to be power to behold. His pop and contact combo is the reason for his eliteness. His speed is serviceable, but his arm and size do hold him back on defense. But he is a good choice to toe the rubber. His right hook is ferocious, so much talent in a joyous, ambitious lad. Amir Khan rakes his way to number 4.
Delivers. Back towards the outfield. Lick a stamp and slap it on that puppy, 'cause that ball is out of here! We've got Ahmed Khan at the plate.
This one's out of here.
And here's Big Bro. Their Pakistani family genes are bountiful in baseball ability. Perhaps their ancestors were studs on the cricket pitch. If so, it absolutely translates to the batter's box because, as good a hitter as Amir is, Ahmed is just a notch better. Amir's peripheral abilities come out slightly on top, speed, glove, arm, even pitching, but Ahmed's plate production is so elite, he gets the nod over his brother. His contact in particular leads to a lower strikeout rate than anyone else on this list. He's also good regardless of whether Little Bro is on the team, although, if you decide to exclude him, I wonder how you sleep at night with your cold, cold heart. Ahmed Khan rocks on to number 3.
Swinging and belted. And he advances 2 bases on a ground rule double. Sammy Sosa steps to the plate.
You know, a couple years ago I would have said Sammy Sosa, yeah, he's pretty good. But now, holy cow! Kiss this pitch goodbye.
The 5th pro and 4th outfielder to make the top 10, Slammin' Sammy rises above the rest because he does just that, slams. Maxed out power and sound contact make him deadly at the dish. In my extensive testing, he ended up in a familiar storyline, a home run race for king of the league. It was a tight battle. In the end, he was slightly beaten out, as often happens. But Sammy's skill should not be understated. The bat is a force. He holds his own on the base paths, and his arm is among the best. Sammy speaks proficient Spanish, which some of you are aware correlates to backyard baseball production. Although as a native Dominican, it's doubtful he learned this ability in school. Sammy Sosa pronounces his way to number 2.
He throws it. The swing and belted. Goodbye, baseball. Pablo Sanchez steps in.
Secret weapon? Oh, looks like he's ready to belt one out of the park.
Runner on first, nobody out.
Adios, baseball!
You love to see it? Here it is. His legendary reputation is absolutely warranted. The secret weapon, again, reigns supreme over the backyard league. He did receive a nerf in this game, actually. They nerfed his maxed right hook to oblivion, as well as his slow ball. Tough break. Still intact, though, is his tremendous offensive skill. Maxed out power and high contact helped him fight off all challengers to his home run champion status, and He's still a fielding liability due to his short stature, but that helps keep his strike zone small. When he doesn't go yard immediately, he has high-level speed on the bases and is highly liable to score regardless. Despite all the new players, Pablo Sanchez maintains his crown at number 1.
A long one and deep. Better take a picture now, cause this ball is out of here and it ain't coming back.
I was thinking I might do these lists for more Backyard Sports games. If you want to see that, like and subscribe, so I know. Comment which game you would want to see the most. Sound off in the comments regarding any omissions that surprise you on this list. Check out my other Backyard Baseball videos for other gameplay and compilations. Thanks for watching.